southeast London, Blackheath to be precise, just among all the ducks. I haven't got any food, so they're not that happy with me today. But from here, you can take a walk through Blackheath, over the heath, and through lovely Greenwich Park to all number of wonderful tourist attractions like the Queen's House, which is absolutely spectacular. Anyway, I'm going to take you over there, so come along. And here we are in beautiful Greenwich Park. Unfortunately, it's not the greatest of days, no sun, very rainy, but it is December. And you might be forgiven for thinking we're actually in Lapland with all these Christmas trees behind me. Anyway, let's go on and see if we can find some more Christmas themed things. Come on! And here's a little fellow in Greenwich Park, and there's so many of these squirrels and they're so tame. I'm just going to see if I can tempt her or him with a nut. They usually approach you diagonally apparently. So let's just put one just to tempt it, and then little squirrel, little squirrel. They're quite fat, these squirrels, because they do get a lot of attention and a lot of food. So here we are, still in Greenwich Royal Park, and as you can see I'm at the Royal Observatory, Greenwich, and this is to mark the Meridian line. So this Flamstead House, this building was designed by Christopher Wren of St Paul's Cathedral fame, and this amazing Meridian line was to mark longitude. So at the time when Greenwich became a great maritime hub and the sailors were doing lots of expeditions, they needed to mark the time and the longitude and the latitude. So this became the marker of longitude, the Meridian line. And here we have the observatory past here, the Royal Observatory, and this way we have the wonderful Queen's House, which is a UNESCO heritage site. So we're going to have a look at that in a moment. So here's one of the most fabulous views you can get in London. So remember, we're in Greenwich, southeast London, and from this site with the General Wolfe statue over here, you can see the whole of London. Down there is the amazing Queen's House. Behind it is the Royal Naval College that was used in the filmed version of the musical Les Miserables. And beyond that you can see the Thames. Over there you can just about see the Cutty Sark. And then we've got Canary Wharf City here. And over here we've got the Millennium Dome. So what a view. The observatory, you can see it's just lit up there. And rewarded coming down this wonderful slope. And even if you walk up, it's a doable walk. It's steep, but it's doable. And then we come down into the amazing Queen's House. And now just look at this architecture by Inigo Jones. To the side, beautiful archway. And in front of me is the painted ceiling. Now that's not open at the moment, so I can't show you that. But because it's Christmas, just come and have a look here. So hopefully behind me you can see the iconic red London buses. And in front of it is the ice skating rink. Really festive and opened up for Christmas. I'm going to go and have a go. So here we are at the entrance to the Queen's House, and look, it's beautifully festive with Christmas trees up. So we just need to walk down this amazing stone staircase. And unfortunately no tickets for the ice rink, you have to book ahead. But I'm off to the Naval College, so it's not over yet, so come on! Woo! So a quick stop via the National Maritime Museum. So here we are. I told you about Greenwich's maritime history. So in here you can see all sorts of naval history, including Helen Knox-Johnston's boat, Sea Hayley. Remember, he was the first man to sail around the world and happens to be my uncle. Anyway, the magnificent National Maritime Museum is free to get into. At the moment you have to book, obviously, but it's a real treat. 3 floors of maritime delights. So if you're hungry on your trip around Greenwich, why not pop into the market, the covered market, and look how festive it looks at the moment. Festooned with tiny lights, it looks gorgeous. And it smells gorgeous too, with so many choices of foods from all over the world. Not only food, you can get handicrafts, you can get goods, little bits of art, presents to take home, whatever you need really. So I'm going to queue up for some Lebanese food and maybe a Portuguese tart. So this is our final stop, although there is so much more to Greenwich, and we're in the middle courtyard of the Royal Naval College. So I'm just going to be quiet for a moment because it's also, as you can probably hear, Trinity Laban School of Music and Dance, and it's wonderful. You can hear all the musicians practicing. It's just a glorious cacophony of sound. So I'm just going to be quiet so you can get that. You hear lovely opera singing, beautiful piano, and as we walk around to this side, here's this extraordinary archway. This courtyard is really unknown. You won't hear about it in any tourist guides, but it's my favourite place in Greenwich. And the street just behind the archway there is featured in the Les Mis film through the whole entirety of the film. So it's an incredible street to go and look up and down. So yeah, thank you for joining me on my tour of Greenwich, and I hope to speak to you soon. Take care.